This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV. We're at the Sheffield Motorpoint Arena here. With me I have Bobby Rim and Brian Rose. First of all, congratulations. WBO title eliminator tonight against Javier Maciel.
Final eliminator.
Don't forget the final bit, that's the key word in all this.
It is.
You come through it. Listen, it was a tough fight, wasn't it? Yeah. Start with you, Bob. Go on, tell us
yeah, absolutely. But you know, all along we knew it was going to be a tough fight. And you know, just today I went to the chemist on my own and I went and bought a load of that arnica for cuts and bruises, you know what I mean? Because I knew that he'd be needing it tonight. You know, I knew it was going to be that kind of a fight. But, you know, I was a little bit upset. Some people say, oh, you know, Brian, he can't take a shot and stuff like that. Well, I think tonight, everybody, you know, who's ever doubted Brian Rose, you know, can say, well, yeah, you know, Brian Rose is ready to be on the world stage. And make no bones about it, it wasn't a pretty fight. But it was never going to be a pretty fight with Javier Maciel. Javier Maciel is a big, heavy-handed, rugged Argentinian fighter. You know what I mean? You was never going to get anything else but that tonight in there with him. You know, and he was a little bit better technically than we thought. You know, it wasn't just all brute strength, and he did at times look and act, you know, act like he knew what he was doing. You know, so, you know, I'm dead pleased with the performance, Brian's performance, the way he's dug one out and had to dig deep, and I think that was far the best performance he's made.
Bobby, you've spoke for a minute and a half.
Because
he hasn't even said anything.
He's happy.
I'm telling the
proud.
truth. I'm telling the truth.
He can speak for as long as he wants.
I've missed a couple. I've seen him a couple of times and not had an interview, so I've just fucking made up.
We'll come on to that in a minute. How tough was he, Maciel?
You know what, KUGAN? I thought I was in control for the 8 rounds. You know, I thought I was cruising almost. And then the 8th round he caught me with a good body shot, and then I found it hard from then on. You know, I had to dig deep. The cut, I always knew it was going to go. I was sparring with Kell Brook 2-3 weeks ago, and it went in sparring with Kell, and I carried on, did another 7 rounds with Kell. So I knew it was weak, and I knew it was always going to go, but because the cut at the end of the day came from Kell, and obviously I got caught on it tonight. But you know, I thought I was in control. I thought I was 3 or 4 rounds up. I was surprised when people had it so close, but that's me. I always think that. But you know, I'm over the moon. I've showed I've got a chin. I've showed how fit I am, and I've showed I can punch a bit as well, because there was times in there where I hurt him, and people don't think that I've got that power to hurt people, and I know I have. I might not be a concussive puncher, but I've got enough power to keep them off and hurt them.
What did you think of, obviously, the split decision you won by? What did you think of the scoring? I think the first judge had it by 5 or 6 rounds.
You know what, KUGAN? When he beat Prince Aaron, one judge gave it Prince Aaron that night. So it's just like a bit of a trait what's going on in it. You know what I mean? When we have a good fight, and you know, we always get one judge goes against us. You know, so you know, it's boxing, and boxing's about opinions, judges' opinions, and judges do a great job. You know, you can't have a go at anybody. It's just boxing's about what you see, the way you see things. Do you know what I mean? Some
people like the aggressor, some people like the technical skills. I think I had the technical. Well, I know I had the technical skills, and he had the rugged come forward. You know, it depends what you like as a judge, and obviously the ones that had him winning, like the rugged come forward type, and the ones that had me winning, like the technical side of things. So it just swings in roundabouts. It depends what judges you've got on the night.
So obviously you've just had this fight literally 20 minutes ago. So have you ever chat with Eddie about?
Well, we've not really had a chance, but you know, listen, from going with Eddie Hearn, we've never ever been treated as well as we're getting treated. And I ain't saying that blowing smoke up Eddie Hearn's ass. I'm telling you the truth. You know, you know, what Eddie said he's going to do, he's done. And Eddie's delivered the big fights for us, and we've delivered the results. You know, we've gone out and we've won these fights. You know, so you know, Eddie said we'll get a world title shot next time round, and as the #1 contender. So, you know, let the games begin, as they say.
Yeah, like Bobby said, Eddie Hearn is the man, and you know, I'm not licking his arse, but he is. As far as the hotel, you know, we're always putting a top hotel. You don't go wanting anything. If you need water, you know, everything you need, Matchroom sort it out because of the team. And you know, I couldn't ask for anything better. I've got Bobby, I've got Rob, I've got Frank Hopkins, Steve Mayle. You know, I've got the full team, Kerry Kays, everyone around me, helping me, running around for me, and that's the reason I'm sat here today, fighting for a world title next.
listen, you've proved a lot of people wrong. I'll be honest with you, a lot of people I spoke to said you was going to lose this fight tonight. I did, I'll be honest.
The bookies thought he was going to lose.
I know, listen, a lot. You know, I spoke to a lot of people, and the common consensus was that he would be too much for you. Yeah. Good chin, can punch a bit, blah blah. It would be too much for you.
Everyone fought against Prince Aaron, you know. I was 5-1 against, 6-1 against, and I like when my back's against the wall because it's not very often that someone says you're going to get beat. So it drives you on and it makes you train harder, and that's what I've done. I knew I was going to be too good technically. It's just whether I had to be cautious. The only way he was going to win tonight is knock me out. He was never going to beat me on points. I don't think he was anyway. And that's what happened. You know, I won on points.
Can you bring a world title fight to Blackpool?
Without a shadow of a doubt. Imagine it. It'll put Blackpool back on the map, won't it? Imagine us all riding into the ring on a fucking donkey. You know what I mean, Coog? They're like, oh, come on, son, let's have it.
Dear, oh dear. All right, well, listen, Bobby, I want to apologise because I've interviewed him twice this week, and you haven't interviewed.
But I knew that he was going to have to interview me at some point, so I had all my lines rehearsed, and I thought, right, I'll give him a good minute and a half.
No problem. Okay. Well, listen, we'll look forward to the next part of your journey, which is a world title fight.
And thanks to iFilm London for getting it out there and letting everybody see
IFL TV, tell him about that later.
iFilm TV.
No.
IFL.
That's it.
Get it.
That's it.
IFL. IFL. Sounds like an old football.
The other day I was like some punch drunk.
But you got it now.
Yeah, I've got it now.
The IFL.
You got it now.
You say it there fast.
IFL. Yeah, IFL. Got it. Sorry, I'll never say it the other way.
Listen,
again.
well done. We'll wait. You know, you can just chill out.
Mate, and listen, we need a big thank you to Steve Woods as well, because he's been with us from the start, and there's been times, you know, when we've had to do a bit of soul searching, me and Steve, and you know, to get things, you know, when things have gone wrong with the Jason Rushton thing and the Max Maxwell thing, and Steve's believed in us all the way. So thanks to Steve Wood and VIP promotion.
Good job, I come in, otherwise I'd have
you would have got fucked up.
Do you know what? That Max Maxwell defeat may be the best thing that ever happened to you.
I said it. Not when it happened. You know, a year later, I said that'll be the best thing that's ever happened to him. When I went to see a psychologist,
I still will have rather have not had it.
It may not be where he is.
Listen.
No,
it put a good 10 years on me.
He may not be where he is today.
It put a good 10 years on me.
I knew I had to change things from that moment, and that's the reason I did. You know, if I'd have just got beat, but it was the manner I got beat, it was because I got knocked out, and the way I got beat, it took a lot to come back to. If I was ever going to come back from that, I was going to come back from it good, and that's what I've done.
I remember after that Maxwell fight, a few months after when he was back at the house, I remember banging the door really hard, and I went in the front room and he was sat there like, oh, he's just dirty.
Alright, listen, well done. Go and have a good night.
Thanks, mate. We will.
Stay away from.
It's on you tonight.
Stay away from them brothels, Bob.
Mate,
I'm glad you said Bob.
I beg your pardon.
Imagine if he'd looked at me there.
Listen, I'm talking about brothels. You know I'm talking about him.
Oh, terrible.
Anything
Someone else was talking about brothels last night, weren't the Cougs? Wasn't the Cougs?
I'm fascinated by brothels. I'm not going to lie. I'm not I've ever been in one. I'm just saying I'm fascinated by what goes on in there. All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is KUGAN Cassius.
My daughters watch this.
This is KUGAN Cassius for IFL TV. Bobby Rimmer, Brian Rose. I'm only joking.
I don't, mate. I don't.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, pal.
Nice one.